I'm Laith Al-Janabi. I'm European Business Development Manager for the mobile ad network Vserv.mobi. So I came to this event because I knew there'd be a large number of indie developers and large publishers that would be here, and we want to connect with those developers, regardless of whether they're small or huge publishers like Rovio and King, to discuss monetizing their traffic. And where we look to develop business is to monetize traffic for gamers, for game developers right across the world, mainly emerging markets. We see that as a huge opportunity. Well, when we look at the Asian markets, we actually need to split the Asian markets really between China, Japan, Korea, and then look at Southeast Asia and encompass South Asia, like India, for example. It's a huge market, and it's a market that's growing in importance. As a burgeoning middle class, we're seeing the rise of smartphone adoption in that country growing at an amazing pace. So what we've done is we've really concentrated on Southeast Asia market, and for that's our really core strength. And what we see really in those markets is we see that users are consuming games, applications, but often the monetization is hard in those markets, and that's mainly because credit card uptake is very low in those markets. Bank account adoption is actually quite low as well. It's around about 12% and 8% respectively for those two forms of actually paying for content. So how does a developer get paid for the fruits of their labour? And that's the real problem. For us, we think the monetizing through advertising is probably the best solution. It cuts through all those sort of issues. And actually having a strong ad sales team in those markets and understanding those markets well has benefited us and benefited the growth of the company. So what we're trying to do really is to use our experience to help developers to actually look at their traffic and say, you know, you've got this huge amount of traffic in some very, very strong markets. Are you monetizing it? If you're not, we'd like to talk. PG Connect has helped enormously. For a long time I've said that London could easily accommodate an event the size of GDC or Gamescom. It's a great venue. People want to come to London. There's also a native community of UK game developers that would definitely come to this event. I think it's been cheap for them to come along. I think there's lots of participants in the ecosystem who want to contribute to the event, meet those developers, and I think it's a fantastic platform. I can only see good things for PG Connect, and I'm looking forward to other PG Connect events in Europe and this time next year. So it's been great. I'm very impressed with the networking tool. The networking tool has been good. It allows us to arrange to meet game developers in advance. I think maybe more information, more interaction, not necessarily from PG Connect, but more understanding by developers using the networking tool to pre-arrange meetings. That'd be great. So that's not really PG Connect's fault, it's more developers having to use the tool. So getting used to it. One thing I think would be fantastic for the event would be, and I saw this a couple of years ago at MWC, was having actually a gameplay area where actually pods can be set up where people can demonstrate their new games to the community, to journalists, to investors, to publishers, and actually that's how deals are done. We're actually getting to play the game, actually seeing the game in action, and giving those young developers really an opportunity to publicise their game. Because obviously they often have small budgets. You know, they can't really afford to go out and spend huge money on CPI advertising campaigns. So these kind of events are really, really good for them.